Hello, and welcome to the Running in the Dark podcast, the podcast about business, not running. How is everyone this week? Thank you for joining me. I haven't had the best week actually. I I was going to an event. Sorry, I can tell you all the story. I was going to an event last week, the Royal Cornwall Show. It's a big deal in Cornwall, and I was meant to be getting there for 8, networking breakfast. And for those of you who don't know, I have a rare autoimmune disease called Sjogren's syndrome. And it's really rare. Its main effect is damaging my eyes quite badly. So I'm quite heavily medicated. Now, one of the side effects of my medication is it makes me need the bathroom quite quickly. So I knew I was going to Royal Cornwall Show. I knew there's always a wait in traffic. Normally takes about an hour and a half to get into the showground. So I didn't take my medication the day of the event, and I didn't take it the day before to make sure I could handle that. Well, long story short, after being sat in stationary traffic for over an hour, um, by the time it had taken me 2 hours of driving, mainly being sat still, and still being an hour away from the showground, I really needed the bathroom and I had to make a decision, which was either have a little wild wee by the side of the road, which I didn't feel would be sensible in queuing stationary traffic as a 35-year-old woman, or turning around, giving the event a miss, and heading back to Starbucks, which everyone will be pleased to hear that I did. Now I'm telling you this because I wasn't born with this. I am going through learning and living what it's like to live with a chronic illness. And that's the first time something like that had really happened to me. And it was the first time I'd been sat in a situation where I had gone, do I prioritize my own health and well-being, or do I prioritize my business? And I chose my health and well-being, which I think is a rare healthy decision for me. I'm not very good at making healthy life choices. But it's also one of the first times, that's a lie. It's not one of the first times. It's another time where I've gone, this has really changed about my life now. This is something I wasn't strictly expecting to change. And this is something else I now have to put a lot of thought and pre-event effort into. So basically, if you are running a business with any form of illness, like well done, you're smashing it. And if you aren't, it's just worth flagging actually how difficult life is when you're not very well. So now I've brought everybody down. This week we are talking about a really interesting topic, and it will happen to everyone, regardless of which stage of your business you are in. And that is that people will ignore you. I know it sounds really silly. It happens to us all. So that is what we are talking about this week. So as always, let me know if I've been helpful. Please follow me and give me a shout out on socials. It is amazing to get your messages saying that I'm being helpful to people. So please continue. I'm everywhere at Also Katherine, and I'll see you next week.
Today's lesson: people will ignore you. So this is a slightly bizarre lesson today, but it's one that I feel like as a consultant, I have to share. Now, please don't get me wrong, not everybody ignores me, but you do find it. Maybe every 1 in 250 people will go, I don't care if you're an expert, I think you're wrong. Now let's go back a few steps on this. So I'm a social media expert. And an actual social media expert. I specialised in social before it was really a skill. And since then, I've worked very hard to hone my skill, my talent, and I work directly with the platforms. I sit exams. I do a lot to make sure I am always offering the best advice. But frequently, actually infrequently, being honest, but it's the way that people's mind works. You focus on the negative. So every now and again, someone will ignore me. I mean, they'll pay me good money and then they'll go, thanks for your advice, but I think you're wrong. And they'll move on to the next consultant. The first time this happened to me, I was really quite upset. So actually, I reached out to a friend who explained to me that it was human nature. And he's right. So I'm here to tell you today that as a consultant, people will ignore you. But that doesn't mean that they are right to ignore you. There's a big thing with human nature where sometimes people come to you because they are looking for sign off. They are looking for credibility. They are looking for proof that what they are doing is the right thing. You know what it's like when you think you've got a brilliant idea and you ask your friend and they go, no, maybe not. I think you're way out there, Katherine. But you ignore them and you ask another friend and someone else until someone goes, yeah, I think that's a great idea. Sometimes people just come to you looking for validation. In that circumstance, there is absolutely nothing you can do. You just have to take it on the chin and go, okay, I know I've done my best. I know I've given you my best advice. I know I've told you what I would do. You are free to disagree with me. I just wish you well. And that's kind of it with this lesson. But just be prepared that when you give advice, even free advice, I once wrote an article for someone about hashtags on Instagram and the comments we got in from that. Just be prepared that people will tell you that you're wrong and they will ignore you. Take it on the chin. Know it is them, not you. And as long as you can pride yourself in saying you have done the right thing, you are absolutely fine. Good luck.
Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Running in the Dark podcast. Please let me know if I've been helpful, any feedback, or if you have any questions I can help with. I'm on every social media network at Katherine, so find me, let me know, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next week. Have a good one.